Good chat. We are going to be speed walking today. My ass woke up about 15 minutes late today. Not too bad, Still can make it to work on time. If not about 5 minutes of delinquency, but we should be fine. I got high hopes to make it there. But with that being said, Go Chat. Yesterday I was thinking about and pondering real deep and hard on my anger itself, right? Now, to me, what a lot of people tell me is anger is a very useless emotion. And I always wondered and pondered on the fact, well, how could someone have a useless emotion? It just don't really make sense. And the realization into me, the reason why people say it is a useless emotion is because most people use anger in a negative way. There's a negative connotation with it. For instance, men in general will get more aggressive, more violent, more willing to use their hands to resolve problems, and tend to move into more of a just aggressive demeanor. Women are more like cold shoulder, not really, more like passive aggressive, and they'll use their silence and absence as a weapon. Now, in general, though, to most people that use anger in these ways, they understand there's a reason why they don't like that emotion. And I can completely agree with you on that topic. However, if you look at different stories and different types of media around the world, anger can be expressed in a very graceful way. Now, what do I mean by that? For instance, you can use like Naruto, or even a more realistic character, very loose. Now, however, they can use their quote-unquote negative emotion in a positive way. For instance, where it is 52 different cards on Naruto, or he used cards to channel his anger and do push-ups, sit-ups, all different types of things, as he was dealing with a lot of different stuff as a child. But Naruto as a whole, I should say, not Boruto, but in Naruto, actual Naruto's fucking story, Naruto himself had a lot of different demons he was fighting, especially the Nine-Tailed Fox. And when he get angry, a demon would come out. However, a lot of the time, when that demon did come out, it'd be to save a friend. It wouldn't just be necessarily somebody upsetting him and him giving an outburst, but more or less about him helping people and helping the people who care for that are going to be affected by said anger being released. So in general, anger is like a double-edged sword. You can rather use it in a graceful way or use it in a dysfunctional way. Either way, I plan to use my anger to be graceful. And I think the majority of my life hasn't been the case. I'm going to make a change. Now, to answer this question, you have to really think deeply in what makes an individual angry, depending upon that person. And everybody got their own local list of things that really keep them on the edge. I want to say I have a bucket list that causes me, which is negative and positive. And my main understanding to that is, if you know things that upset you, you can logically, at least for me, you can logically deduce why they upset you and rather make some type of cognitive understanding. Okay? Come to an agreement that there's no reason why you're upset about something for X, Y, Z reasons. Either way, without that list of what upsets you, it's hard to control and manage yourself as an individual. Very hard to do so. But we'll get to that road when it comes. When I get to actually attack it. More or less though, it's not upset to get angry, it's not upset to feel a certain way. How you use that emotion is what makes it a negative and positive experience. Another example, some random guy I thought of. For instance, Andrew Tate. I don't know why he popped up in my head, but he's there. He has this whole motivational speech. Go watch it, it's like 10 minutes. About basically his life story. And a lot of things that happen to him cause him to be angry. It's kind of what forced him, at least in my opinion, even though it may not seem that way, but it's what forced him to fight and kickboxing. And the reason he became a champion is channeling that negative emotion and feeling his passion. He's passionate about it. So, everyone has their own ways of displaying their anger and displaying each emotion. However, I think it's a new discovery for myself is that you're able to choose how you respond and relay the message of what emotion you're feeling. For instance, a lot of women talk out their emotions. That's why a lot of men don't want to hear that bullshit because we don't really give a fuck. But for the sake of a relationship, for the sake of being there for a friend, partner, that person, you gotta be there to hear them out. For some men, a lot of us don't say anything about our own emotions. And that's kind of what causes us to go to jail and blow up. We're told it's not manly to be emotional. And that's not a good thing. I think men who are in tune with their emotions and emotionally secure and understanding and emotional intelligence, you realize that that's only food and stuff. Other than that, though, child, we end this video up early. You gotta hit a switch, y'all. And I'm catching.